Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review, and today we have the Samsung S25 Edge. And I'm going to unbox it. So on the front, it looks like the silhouette of the phone. On the left side, it's the side profile silhouette. Then on the right side, it says Samsung. The top side, it says nothing, has this little sticker. And the bottom is where all of the information on the phone is, like the barcode and IMEI, all that good stuff. Then on the back, you got the pull tabs, Samsung S25 Edge, all the good stuff that it tells you about what's in the box and, you know, how gigabytes work and all that. But let's pull off this tab right here and pull off this bottom tab. And now we can open up the box. And here's a separate box that has a SIM tray remover. Yes, this thin phone does have a SIM tray. You got this quick start guide and, you know, some other paperwork about safety and charging, all that good stuff. And then you also have the charging cable as well. All stuff that's going to stay in here because I already have literally all this stuff and I don't need a quick start guide to know how to use the phone. So we'll put this back in here, throw it back in the box, and we can pull out this super thin phone. And we'll pull this off right here. And now we can power on the phone, which will take forever, kind of making you feel like the battery's dead. Why they do this, I don't know. I think they do this because they think that it's going to turn on while it's in shipment, but I highly doubt that that's going to happen because they have cutouts to make sure that doesn't happen. But either way, here is the nice titanium frame. On the right side, you have the volume and power buttons. Left side, you got that ultra wideband antenna. The top side, you got the two microphone holes. Then on the bottom, you got the SIM card tray and you got a bottom speaker. Crazy, right? And that one pairs with the earpiece. So you actually have stereo feel, unlike another Airphone that we aren't going to talk about. But anyway, I'm going to skip through this setup. And this is the phone. And just like every other phone that's on Android 15 or newer, you want to swipe this down right here, click this little pen, click panel settings, and click together. So now when you drag down the notification bar, you'll get everything all in one. And this is pretty much like the S25 Ultra that I reviewed earlier. If you open up the camera, it tells you how the camera works. And you got the 12 megapixel, 50 megapixel, and 200 megapixel mode. So you can shoot at all three of these if you want that. Personally, I would recommend staying with the 50 or 12 megapixel mode, as the 200 megapixel doesn't really capture more data. It does make a larger file, and it's probably better to use that in certain situations, but not in all situations. Maybe just in very high brightness modes. You also get a 2x crop onto the sensor, but the 4x and 10x are going to be digital zooms. And you get that ultra wide camera because yes, unlike someone else, you can actually fit two cameras on the back. Then flipping to the front camera, it's a basic 12 megapixel camera and it has like a little ultra wide thing. It's not ultra wide actually, it's just a wider view. But yeah, you can capture 4K 60 frames per second on all of the cameras, with the rear camera, the main one, doing 8K at 30 frames per second, which is fine. I'm still not going to use it. I would use it at 8K 60 if they had that, but you know, maybe in a couple years. But when I compare this to the phone that shall not be named, it is slightly thicker than that phone. Ironically, where the cameras are thicker on the other phone than the Samsung S25 Edge, which is funny to me because, what is it? This is 0.16 millimeters, maybe even thinner than that, different. And we get an extra speaker, we get a SIM card tray, we get an extra camera, and we get almost 750 milliamps of extra battery. So right out of the box, no pun intended, the Samsung S25 Edge seems like the better choice. But I will be doing a review and figuring out if that is true. Hopefully you enjoy this video and get ready for my review, which should be coming out soon. Join the 1%, and as always, thanks for watching.